I greet everyone. So I was just going through Twitter and or X now. It's called X, and I stumbled upon a post that really got me thinking. The post was about one guy said that nowadays he has noticed that men actually become affiliated with things that they abhor once they get married and they get into a relationship with a woman. For example, those who never used to like Telemundo, who never used to watch Telemundo, when they get married, they find themselves watching Telemundo. They find themselves having to even actually tune to Telemundo and watch BB Niger, for example. So it got me thinking that okay, maybe probably there's something like this is just a thought. I could be right, I could be wrong. It could make sense to you, it might not make sense to you, but just listen to it. So, it got me thinking about the devil and his tactics. The devil is very smart. Our first parents, Adam and Eve, the devil used Eve, deceived Eve. It's stated in the Bible, Eve was thoroughly deceived, and then Adam followed suit. People keep joking about it. Why didn't Adam say no to Eve when Eve offered him the apple? Adam could have easily said no. You see, that issue of Adam saying no, I think married people and those in relationships will understand why it's not that easy for Adam to have said no to his wife. Men generally try to say yes so that there's not going to be any issue, any friction in the home. They just want to have a peaceful home and everything. So maybe that's why Adam said yes and accepted to eat the apple just for peace to reign. You never can tell. Now, the implication of this is maybe the devil is still using women to weaken men because I've heard it. I listen to a lot of podcasts, so I've heard it on the podcast. I mean, Andrew Tate, Patrick Bet David, and other women too have talked about the fact that the Western world is trying to feminize men. So they are making women, they are using women as a pawn. So women have more power than men. Women have more say. Women tend to be given more rights. So they tend to demand for more. And in the process, men have to agree with them. So at the end of the day, it weakens the structures that God has kept. For example, marriage. Once a woman says she doesn't want the marriage, the man have no say. Once a woman says she got raped, the man has no say. So these kind of things, are we actually seeing the devil at work here? But in a subtle manner. So if this is actually what is happening, so that means that women should actually think about it. Are you one of those people that are making men to become more weaker by your demands, by trying to not actually do things according to the Bible? You're trying to do things according to what the Western world is doing nowadays. I'm hearing a lot of African women saying they want to be as free as Western women. Of course, if you're free as a Western woman, you're not going to take marriage seriously. So the devil is using our women to weaken marriages, to weaken men. And what is the result? The result is a lot of things are happening, iniquities. People are no longer believing in marriages. People are no longer believing in love. So this is a sign of last day. And I feel ladies need to actually, those who fear God need to actually sit down and think about it. And they should understand why men usually attack women, attack in quotes, when we say women should not do this, should not do that. We're not just trying to, smother you guys. Maybe we're just trying to tell you that things are changing and you guys should do better. All right? So just think about it. All right? So let me know what you think about this thought.